friends, welcome back. Hello, hello. Today we are opening 6 new Doorables Academy Lockers, surprise lockers. These are the first 2 that I got. I love them so much, and they come with so many little fun accessories that I decided to go out and get some more. And I did one of my neat little tricks to see if I could not get any duplicates, so let's see if I was able to pull that off. Okay, so if you don't remember, if you haven't seen the other video I did for these are new. These are the Disney Doorables Academy Surprise Lockers. There's 7 pieces. Basically, from the back, it looks like you just get the locker and the character, but to my absolute joy, you also receive 3 little accessories to go with that, and you receive a little sticker set too, so that's pretty cute. So your options to get here are you can get Aladdin, Alice from Alice in Wonderland, Ariel, Elsa, Jasmine, Mirabelle, Mickey Mouse. Honestly, I don't know who this one is. Mel? That must be from something I don't know, franchise, I don't know. Mel, Minnie Mouse, Olaf, Winnie the Pooh, Snow White, Stitch, Tinkerbell, and that's another one I don't know. Vanellope? Okay, that must be from, is that from that, I have no idea what that's from. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, so those are the possibilities that you can get. So I'm hoping I have, as you can see, I have the Minnie Mouse and the Elsa, so I'm hoping, I really want that Winnie the Pooh and the Snow White as well, because I think that one is super cute. So let's see what I'm able to pull off here. I'm gonna open these. Okay, what do we have here? We have some, ooh, yay, hooray, I didn't get a duplicate. This is a new one, and I believe this is going to be the Stitch one. Super cute. Okay, so like I said, you have this. Oh, and the other accessory, because I said 7 pieces, right? I was trying to think of what the 7th piece was. It is the locker key. So each one has its own unique locker key. And this one, of course, is a pineapple for Stitch. Without breaking the whole thing. There we go. Boop. Cute stickers. Very nice. Turn that right way up. There we go. And again, hashtag Doorables for that. Very cute. And let's see what kind of accessories Stitch gets. Actually, first let's see what Stitch looks like, huh? So here is, oh, well that's just so freaking cute. Look at him with his little, he's rocking those sunglasses. I love it. Okay. Cool sunglasses. Check. And then in here, what else do we got? Oh no, my little buddy. In here we have, of course you need your books. Gotta have your books for school. And, oh, of course, cute little skateboard. Oh my goodness. Okay, well I just gotta, can he fit on there? There's a tiny little hole in his butt, but I'm gonna make it work. Stay, Stitch. Stay, ride for freedom. Ohana means family. Okay, that's okay. Oh man, you got a lot of stuff here. Holy cow. He has his own little desk, like my other 2, the girls do. And he also has a little tiny record player. I love it. Man, he got a lot of merch. Very cool. Okay. So we got an extra piece there. We're going to stick these in his locker. And we're going to put him, I thought that he got a little skateboard. I'm going to put him over here next to Minnie. Okay. So yay. One that I didn't have. All right, let's move on to the next one. What do we have here? All right. I gotta say, we love the Doorables, and so we've collected the regular Doorables for quite a while. And we just started last fall with the Doorables Academy ones, and those are cute. Ooh, sweet, another new one, and this one again is, oh, it's May. It's not Mel. This is what I get for being just a tiny bit nearsighted in one eye and farsighted in the other. This is May. May. Okay, from Turning Red. Okay. I love that. This is so much more awesome. Now I'm super excited to open this one because I love that movie. That is so stinking cute. Okay. Yay, look, and look, it's a little panda. I love it. Okay. Well, let's get her key. Of course, it's a little red panda paw. Oh my gosh. Love it so much. And my daughter, little kitten, she's gonna totally love opening these when she gets home from school. I'm gonna surprise her. She doesn't know I did this. Oh, more stickers, more adorable stickers. What stickers do we have? Of course, Four Town. Be a ride or die, am I right? So cute. I love it, all the elements. A little Four Town album. Very nice. Okay, and then, let's see what May looks like. Oh, it's all about that hustle, am I right? So cute, I love it. Perfect little May. All right, and then our accessories are in here too. What'd you get, girl? Getting so much debris. I have to find out some people what they do with all of their debris when they do their unboxings. Okay. And she has some little accessories here too. Oh my gosh. You know, my first ones only got 3 accessories each. I wonder if we lost a couple of the accessories for Minnie and Elsa, because I noticed they only had 3 accessories each, but these have 4. Anyway, let's start. We have a cute little desk. A little tiny book with a little panda on the cover. And of course, her flute case, which you would not be complete without. These accessories, like the little details are so tiny and so cute. I adore them. And her little boombox for listening to Four Town. She must have that. Love it. And the thing is, as of right now, and today is January 16th, 2024, I believe I got these at Target for $5.99. So they're under 10 bucks, and they're so cute, and I think they're just so worth it because of the adorableness factor. Oh, and I haven't even been looking, oh my goodness, I haven't even looked at the collector's guides because I don't remember what they both are. So let's see what they are. Okay. Let's see. So, May is a rare, and Stitch was a common. Oh, poor Stitch. That's okay. You're not common to me, buddy. You're special. Okay. Let's open this one up. I'm so excited. I'm embarrassed that I thought it said Mel at first and I could not figure out who Mel was and what Mel was from, but I'm so excited. Okay. Ooh, oh my gosh, I love this locker. Holy cow, this is Aladdin's locker. Guys, look at that. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love this, and I love this purple too. Okay. Mr. Aladdin, sir. Let's look and see your key. Of course. It is a little genie lamp. Love it. All right, let's stick that in there and see what kind of stuff you got in here and what you look like, boy. Show us what you're working with. All right. Okay, here's your stickers. Got a boo. And this is so cute. Little flying carpet. Perfect. All right, and let's see if we can get Aladdin out first. Oh, I love this look. He's like, yeah, I'm a street rat. What's up? Okay, and Aladdin's accessories. Let's see what he's got. Oh my god! He has a little flying carpet. I love it. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. He has a little book. Of course, all these characters have to have their books, right? You can't go to school and learn, and books are so wonderful too. I love books. I love to read. And his desk has a little bit of that Agrabah magic on it. Very nice. And the last piece is super tiny. What do you have here? I don't know what that is. It looks kind of like a scarab beetle, but it also looks like it. I don't know what that would have to do with them because I don't remember that from the first movie. I didn't see the others, but anyway, interesting. Okay, so those are Aladdin's things. Super cute. I love that so far we have not had any duplicates. Maybe my system is working of avoiding the duplicates. Okay. Love this lineup. I mean, seriously, aren't these lockers just like the cutest freaking thing? And then afterwards, even if you lose the dolls or whatever, you still have these super cute lockers that you can use for storing other stuff in, right? Okay. Here's another one for us. Who do we got in here? Oh, and sorry, Aladdin was rare. Who are we packing in here? I'm going the wrong side. All right, who we got? Uh-oh, got a duplicate. But that's okay, because you know what? When I got my original Minnie Mouse, she was in a different set, so I wouldn't have known my secret that I have here. I'm not gonna open this right now, just because we already have that one, and I can probably give that to one of my friend's kids. So we already have that one, so I'll set that one aside. All right, here's another one. Hopefully this will be new, brand shiny new for us. I'm getting so excited that I'm getting aggressive with this plastic. Ah, okay. What do we have here? What's the... It feels like these are meant to be the door. Okay, that is... Oh, I was supposed to open the door like that. Oh, no. Okay. That's okay. We have another duplicate. And this one is going to be May May again. So, alas, my system doesn't work. So, here's the system I thought it was. Is you notice that it says, it has numbers right there, E016. And so, I was noticing that these all had different little numbers, like F017. And the one that I'd had for her clearly was one of those, like F014. But I didn't have any other E016s, and so I was hoping that this was the way to tell the difference. And alas, it is not. So we have two May Mays. It's okay. Again, I'm not going to open this one because I can give it to a friend of mine. You know, and I feel, I also feel sheepish because I wasn't bothering to try, it's adorable, right? So I should be trying to open the door to see what's inside instead of ripping off the top. So I'm going, basically mine have been roofables. I've just been going into the roof. Okay, last one. Let's hope that we don't get another duplicate. Okay, oh yeah, and I'm gonna do it right this time. I'm gonna use the door. Use the door, knock, knock. Come in. It's a new one, yay! Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, I'm gonna do it properly this time. Take it out the front. Yay! Okay, so this one is, this is Mirabelle. Oh my gosh, I love that movie so much. I can't watch it all the way through though because it makes me cry. Because it's just like, oh, I get it. We want to be special. We all want to be special. Okay. Oh no. Sorry, Aladdin. Threw you for a loop there, bud. Okay. All right, Mirabelle is a butterfly. Mariposa, very nice. Put your door in your locker. Key in there, okay. And open this up. There we go. And we got some nice stickers in there. Very nice, very beautiful. I love this color scheme, very pretty. Okay, let's get Mirabelle out. Of course, and she's such a stinking cutie. And she already has a book, of course. So if she has another book, she's gonna be the most studious kid at Doorables Academy. I love this, so cute. Okay, what else you got? What do you got for accessories, girl? What you working with? All right, of course. She has her little accordion, as she does, and a beautiful book. So like I said, she's got two books, but I bet you she'll let anyone borrow this one if they want to borrow it. A beautiful little desk. I love these things so much. And then I guess this is her monitor, but it's slightly wonky, I guess. Because that would be the kind of thing that, oh, maybe, or maybe it just got bent while it was in the package. I was gonna say, maybe that's the kind of stuff that Mirabelle gets just because she didn't have the family magic. But I think that was just actually bent, so, okay. So super cute, okay. So you guys, I forgot to put these in her locker, sorry. Let me put these in your locker, Mirabelle. And when my daughter gets home from school, she's gonna love, I'm gonna put everything back in a little plastic and let her reopen it all for herself, and she's gonna love it. That's awesome. Okay, look at these. I have to get the whole set. This is how they get you, right? Is they make them super cute. So you want to get the whole set. Oh, and I forgot. So Mirabelle was also a rare. So, okay. So today we managed to get, we got a common, and these I already had. Then we had a rare, and a rare, and a rare. So we made out pretty good here. Okay, guys, so this is what I got. Again, these are the Disney Doorables Academy, and there's 15 of them to collect. So since I got duplicates today, I have 6 now, right? So I need, let me do my quick math. I have 9 more that I need to get. So this is them, they're super cute, and I picked these up at my local Target. So thank you for joining me again with this unboxing, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.